Good morning, guys. In the last video, in the previous video, I discussed about the introduction of finding the structure of the documents. Okay, so once again, I am repeating this just for your remembrance. Okay, so here, as we all know that sentence can be formed by using the words, right? So same like that, sentences forms the paragraphs. So we discussed finding the structure of the documents need extraction, extracting some information, extracting the structure of a document actually. So the structure of document contains so many types of informations. So these and all already we discussed. Why we need to extract the structure of the document means it helps to fulfill the some NLP tasks. So here I given that what are the tasks it will help: parsing and machine translation and semantic role labeling. Okay, so these are all the NLP tasks we can fulfill, we can get exactly by using the extraction of the structure of the document. So here in the finding the structure of the documents, we need to divide the sentence or the document content into the chunks. And chunks is nothing but a blocks, small individual blocks. So for that purpose, I said we need to go for the segmentation procedure, right? So this segmentation procedure can be done in the form of sentence boundary detection and topic boundary detection. Okay, so in the form of sentence boundary detection and topic boundary detection. So here first we need to understand what is nothing but a sentence segmentation, right? So we'll go for the segmentation. What is nothing but a segmentation? So see here, segmentation is nothing but dividing the given text. See here, dividing the given text into some chunks. Chunks is nothing but a blocks and small individual units. So here these chunks will decide whether we mark a boundary between the two tokens, like as a sentence boundary or as a boundary topic boundary deductions. So actually here we need to know about what is the main aim of segmentation means. We are dividing the given input text into some blocks. So how, what kind of blocks? So here the individual block can decide that it is a sentence boundary or it is a topic boundary. So we are going to detect. Okay, so the main aim of segmentation is, see here I wrote like this: the main aim of segmentation is to detect a sentence boundary, that means end of a word or end of a sentence or like that, or to detect the topic boundary related to the morphemes. Okay, so under this finding the structure of the documents by using this segmentation procedure, we have to study sentence boundary deduction and topic boundary deduction. Okay, so we'll go for now sentence boundary deduction. So what is nothing but a sentence boundary deduction? Okay, so see here, sentence boundary deduction. So sentence boundary deduction is nothing but a, also called as a sentence segmentation. So that means there is a paragraph. So in this paragraph there are so many sentences. So the sentences, how we will first of all we need to know, right? So how we will find this is nothing but a sentence? So by using the period, that means full stop, and by using the question mark, and also by using the exclamatory marks, like this. By using these kind of symbols we will identify that okay, this is the end of sentence and this is the end of sentence, like that. Okay, so here process of segmenting the sequence of words into units is called as a sentence boundary deduction. So these sentences can be identified by using these marks, these punctuation marks. We can call this is a punctuation marks. Punctuation marks. So this in English. Okay, so in English, normally how the people will write paragraphs or whatever it is, how the people will write. See here, you can observe the thing. Sentence boundary. See, the first one is a capital letter, and the first one is a capital letter, and the first one is a capital letter. So like this, we will write the sentences or paragraphs in the English language. So here, the sentence boundary is important for human readability of the output of automatic speech recognition. So here I'll explain you very clearly this segregation and all everything. Okay, so the process of segmenting sequence of words into units is called as a sentence boundary detection. Okay, so here in the English language, all the letters, see, beginning of the sentences can be used in the uppercase letters, that means capital letters, and ending of the sentences we can find with the punctuation marks. Okay, this is normally everyone will write sentences or paragraphs in the English language, but sometimes there are problems in the reading the machine. So what kind of problems will get? Sometimes, suppose some people are like crazy people, so what they will use, so every word they use a capitalizations, like that one. So for every word, so suppose this is like this is so beautiful, this is so beautiful. See here, every word, every token, they are using capitalization letters. So this time, how the machine will confuse, right? So actually in the English language, sentence start with the capital letter and end with the punctuation marks. This we need to remember always. But some people, some crazy people will write like this, so that time machine will confuse. And also some people write like nouns, abbreviations, they start with the capitalization and they used completely for capitalization. So like I like mango, so like this, mango is a noun, right? But like this I am writing, so this time also system will confuse. And some other problem is a punctuation marks. So this punctuation mark, question mark, and full stop, and exclamatory mark, these marks, these punctuation marks are used inside the sentences also. So sometimes like this, hello, how are you? So that this time also mission will confuse, right? Understand? So this time what we need to do is, see here, whenever we used to write a names, we use nouns, right? These, whenever we write a names, we use nouns, of course. That means names, places, everything for recognition things. So that are all called as a nouns, right? So these might confuse the system. So see here, I given very simple example. I talk to Prof Teju and I am belongs to third AML Prof. So how system will understand? So this is a one sentence, then again it will start and this is a one sentence, but not this is correct, right? So I talk to Prof Teju, this is one sentence, and I am belongs to third AML Prof. So this is one sentence. Actually system has to divide the sentences like this, but here in between the sentence we are using this period, right? Because of this system will confuse. So for that, we will use two kinds of what it is called, sentence boundary detection techniques. So one is optical character recognition and another one is automatic speech recognition. So these are the two different sentence boundary detection procedures. Okay, so techniques, these two different techniques we will use in the sentence segmentation boundary detection. First one is optical character recognition. So here segments the input text into sentences. So these systems confuse us with the periods and commas, right? So optical character recognition means this system confuses with the periods and commas. So it results the meaningful sentence. So that time what we need to do, we need to find out exactly by reading the character by character or by reading the proper sentences and by analyzing the where sentence is going to end, all these things, right? Okay, so here I given a simple example, let me show you that also. Okay, here, yeah, punctuation mark, pass, this one, not this one, sentence boundary deduction. So these and all already we did, we understand. Yeah, so in the sentence boundary deduction, automatic method might cut the previous sentences incorrectly. So if the preceding sentence is spoken, then prosodic cues like accent, stress, rhythm, tone, pitch and intonation marks the structure. So that means while speaking or while pressing or while using the pitches and all, it will divide that, okay, this is nothing but a sentence boundary. Okay, so here, this is a simple example I given. Yeah, OCR systems confuses and ASR transcripts lack of punctuation marks are monocase. So these, if you want to read all these things, no problem, I'll give you that information also, but for your understanding I wrote very clearly here only 2 or 3 things. Okay, so then coming to the next one, next technique is automatic speech recognition. So here speech can be divided into segments. See here, speech can be divided into segments. Segments the speech into sentences. So these system confuses with the punctuation marks, like code switching. Problem arises when segmentation done for other languages. So for example, see, here I am speaking, right? So without stopping, without passing, I am continuously speaking means how machine will understand? So that means, oh, this is a complete sentence like that. So because there is no pass, there is no pass in the speech, so that time system will confuse. This is a one example. Another example is in English language we will use punctuation marks like this, question mark, exclamatory mark, like this. But in other natural languages, see here I took example of Spanish languages. So in the Spanish language, the people will use inverted quotation marks. That means like this, question mark will be like this and exclamatory mark will be like this in this Spanish natural languages. So here again system will confuse. So to avoid all those things, to define a sentence boundary detection, to do sentence boundary detection and to perform the sentence segmentation, we have to use some conventional rule based patterns. So conventional rule based patterns. Okay, so here these conventional rule based patterns are used to identify the potential end of the sentences. So if they find any known abbreviation, then no segmentation will be done. No segmentation will be done. Okay, and also in the sentence segmentation will confuse like short message services and abbreviations. All these things are the examples. Okay, then coming to the next topic, that is topic boundary detection. So here the topic boundary detection means, so suppose you are writing a paragraph like this and you are stopping here. So this is called as a discourse segmentation or text segmentation. So that means which topic is starting here and which that topic is ending here or not. So based on the topic, it is going to divide the text. Okay, so the process of dividing the speech into homogeneous blocks. Homogeneous blocks means, suppose I am writing a letter. First I will write a letter, my information. Then I will write a letter, what is the purpose I am writing the letter. Then I will write a letter in the third paragraph, that is like give permission, accept me, consider me, like that. Okay, so these are the one topic, that means your personal information, and this is the topic for why you need a request or leave, like that. And this is a requesting for accepting our permission or accepting our leave. So this is nothing but a topic boundary deduction. Homogeneous elements, so one is related to this, one is related to this, like that. Okay, this is the nothing but a topic boundary deduction. Okay, then going for the applications. So applications of topic boundary deduction is text extraction and retrieval, then text summarization. Text summarization, these are the two applications we can use in the topic boundary deduction. So how we will identify the topic exactly means, identify the boundary by segmenting the text clues. So there are like what kind of clues? By following the headlines or by using the paragraph breaks, this one. Then second one is speech segmentation clues. So what are the speech segmentation clues? Suppose now I am speaking, I stopped after completing the topic, I take a 1 second breath, like I pass the duration, like this. That means topic is completed, and again I started, that means another topic started. This is a one example. And speaker changes, now I am speaking, right? Suddenly I stopped and some other speaker started talking, so that is a speaker changes, that means tone changes. Okay, so this is about your topic boundary deduction. In the next lecture we will continue with um, documents. Okay, so next feels that these methods are little bit confusion also. Okay, so you will understand this methods. Okay, thank you so much, thank you so much. Please do subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.